Have you ever spoken, and the room went silent? Or waited for someone to notice your effort, and they didn't? The sting isn't obvious. It doesn't hit like anger or betrayal. It creeps in slowly, silently, like a shadow over your reputation. And if you're not careful, it can make people lose respect for you without ever saying a word. Most people think respect is earned by grand gestures. A promotion. A bold move. A heroic act. But the truth is darker, quieter, invisible. It's the small, silent habits that slowly erode how others see you. You may already be doing it and not even realize. The habit is not loud. It doesn't shout failure. But its effect is devastating. You nod. You agree. You say yes when you want to say no. You laugh at jokes you don't find funny. You swallow your opinions. You apologize for things you didn't do. You stay quiet when your voice matters. This is the silent habit that makes people lose respect for you. Failing to set boundaries and failing to honor yourself. It's subtle. It's insidious. And most people completely misunderstand it. Because society teaches us to be nice. To avoid conflict. To keep the peace. We think respect comes from being liked. But it doesn't. It comes from being seen as someone who values themselves enough to be consistent, confident, and deliberate. Let me explain. When you fail to assert your needs or protect your time, your energy, or your values, people don't notice the small sacrifices. They notice the pattern. And the pattern tells them something very human, that you lack self-respect. Psychologists call this deference signaling. It's the silent message you send when you let others overstep without resistance. And human brains, wired to detect status and reliability, subconsciously downgrade you in response. Think about it. You walk into a meeting, and someone interrupts you. You let it slide. The next time, they interrupt again. You smile, nod, or ignore it. Each time, their perception shifts. They see you as pliable. As someone who won't push back. They don't consciously think, this person is weak. They just stop respecting your presence. This isn't about arrogance. It's not about yelling or dominance. It's about a quiet, deep truth. People respect those who respect themselves. Let's look at real-life examples. Imagine Sarah, a manager at a tech company. She consistently takes on more work than her colleagues because she's afraid to say no. Her emails are full of apologies for asking questions. She avoids conflict at all costs. At first, people appreciate her willingness. But slowly, they stop valuing her judgment. They ignore her recommendations. They hand off tasks that require decision-making to someone else. Her respect has silently eroded. Or consider James, who always agrees with his friends' plans, even when he doesn't want to go. He never speaks up about his own interests or priorities. Over time, his friends stop considering his preferences. They assume his yes is meaningless because he never asserts what he actually wants. The pattern is the same everywhere: work, friendships, family, romantic relationships. The silent habit is universal, and it is deadly to respect. The consequences of ignoring this habit are severe. You may feel like you're being nice or cooperative. But deep down, you sense something missing. You feel overlooked. Underappreciated. Invisible. You wonder why people take you for granted. The truth is, they are not taking you for granted. They are taking cues from how you treat yourself. The deeper psychological reason behind this is tied to human status and trust hierarchies. Humans are wired to notice patterns of reliability, confidence, and self-assertion. When someone consistently fails to protect their own interests, the subconscious mind reads it as a lack of internal authority. No argument or explanation is necessary. Respect diminishes automatically. You might think, but I'm kind. I help people. I support everyone. Kindness is admirable. But if kindness comes from fear, insecurity, or a desire to be liked, it backfires. People respect strength more than appeasement. So how do you fix it? How do you reverse this invisible erosion of respect? First, start saying no. Not rudely. Not angrily. Just deliberately. Every no is a signal to your own brain and others' brains that you value your time, energy, and boundaries. No is a tiny but powerful act of self-respect. Second, voice your opinions confidently. Even small opinions matter. If you disagree, disagree respectfully, but do not disappear into the background. Your voice earns weight not by volume, but by consistency. Third, stop over-apologizing. Apologize when you genuinely make a mistake. Not for existing. Not for being yourself. Fourth, prioritize your energy. Stop saying yes to everything and everyone. The people and projects that truly respect you will adjust. Those who don't, they reveal themselves. Fifth, cultivate presence. Speak deliberately. Move with intention. Even silence can convey authority. A calm, deliberate presence communicates that you are not easily swayed, manipulated, or overlooked. This isn't just about external perception. It's about internal alignment. Respect begins internally, with a commitment to honor your own values and limits. When your inner world is firm, your outer world naturally responds. There's a deeper philosophical truth here. Respect is not owed. It is not a reward for politeness or achievement. It is a reflection. What others feel about you mirrors how you feel about yourself. If you show uncertainty, indecision, and lack of boundaries, they reflect it back. If you show clarity, consistency, and self-respect, they mirror that too. Think about this, the most respected people you know didn't earn respect through charm or constant approval seeking. They earned it by holding themselves accountable. By honoring themselves even when it was uncomfortable. By silently signaling, without drama, that they are worth respect. And here's the paradox, the more you honor yourself, the easier it becomes to honor others. Boundaries don't make you selfish. They make you trustworthy. A person who respects themselves becomes someone others instinctively respect. Let's return to Sarah and James. If Sarah starts delegating appropriately, stating her limits, and refusing unreasonable work without guilt, people begin to notice. Her suggestions carry weight again. James, by expressing his own interests, saying no when needed, and prioritizing his time, starts having his preferences considered. Respect is restored. Slowly, but unmistakably. The turning point comes when you realize that respect is not about controlling others. It's about controlling yourself. It's about choosing to honor your own boundaries, even when fear whispers that people will leave, get angry, or judge. Because fear will whisper. Always. But silence is your enemy. Silence erodes respect. Every yes that is a no in disguise chips away at how people perceive you. Every apology you give unnecessarily teaches people to see you as pliable. Every ignored boundary whispers to the world, this person does not value themselves. And people notice. They always notice. It is unconscious. Automatic. Inescapable. But here's the hopeful truth, this is fixable, immediately, consciously, deliberately. Start small. Say no to something minor today. Speak your opinion once when you would have stayed silent. Stop apologizing unnecessarily. Observe how people respond. Watch the subtle shifts in perception. Every tiny step compounds. Respect is built line by line, moment by moment. It cannot be faked. It cannot be rushed. But it can be nurtured, strengthened, and reclaimed. The silent habit that destroys respect is invisible. Its damage accumulates quietly, unobserved, until you realize your presence no longer carries weight. The silent habit that builds respect is also invisible. Its growth is gradual. Its effects are undeniable. Respect is not given because of your title, your money, or your charm. Respect is given to those who honor themselves. Those who are consistent. Those who set limits. Those who do not bend to every whim or fear. If you choose to honor yourself, the world responds. Not instantly. Not always loudly. But inevitably. Ask yourself. Where am I silently saying yes, when my soul wants to say no? Where am I shrinking, apologizing, accommodating, and disappearing? Every habit you choose today sends a signal to everyone around you. Make it intentional. Because once you do, respect no longer feels like a struggle. It becomes your natural reflection. If this helped you see yourself differently, subscribe for more deep psychology and self-improvement lessons.